Hello YouTube. Today I have bring another motherboard and we will make another retro computer. The goal of this system will be to run the crisis with a respectable frame rate and see how it performs. So this motherboard is from ASUS and its name is M2N4 SLI. So as you can see, it has two PCI Express slots and we can run two Nvidia GPUs in in SLI. In SLI. This motherboard, as you can see, is from ASUS and it is quite well preserved and it's in very good condition. All the capacitors are in okay condition. It has four SATA ports, floppy drive, and this one is the BIOS and IDE. It supports DDR2 RAM, and these two are channel 1, channel 2, and the other are in supporting with the channel 1 and channel 2. There is particularly interesting, this capacitor is a bit damaged, but I hope it runs well. This is, I think, AMD socket 939, correct me if I am wrong, and it has it is now running Athlon 64X2. This motherboard came originally with a Athlon 64 with a single core. I upgraded its BIOS and it runs now X2 processor, so it has two cores. And if I am correct, it is ADO 4400. I think this one is 4400 plus Athlon 64 X2 4400 plus. So I think it runs it at 2 gigahertz. We will see in the BIOS. Coming back to the motherboard, its IOS. It has PS2, parallel port, SATA serial port, 4 USB 2.0, network LAN port, and audio output. So just a simple IO. The interesting thing about this is that I hate this power connector slot in the middle of the motherboard. I hate it. And the EPS connector is at good position as well. So let me assemble the system and we will see how this system performs. Meanwhile, this is two PCI slot or two PCI Express X1 slots, and nothing much fancy, just a regular motherboard. Okay, the other thing is that we will be using with my MSI GTS 250. We will be using it first. We will use the crisis first with this single GPU, and I am planning to use this one as well. It is from EBGA GTS 250. I will be running these two in SLI. So let's hope this runs the crisis well. Let's go with the assembly process, and the hard drive will be NWD 80 with Windows XP, and regular drives, keyboard, mouse, and we will see how it performs. Okay, let's come to the assembly process. One thing I have to mention is that this motherboard came with this processor. It's a very good processor from AMD. It's a lot of noisy. I hate it. I hate this noise, but I will use it just to make it a bit of authentic. Um, this is the one thing I forgot to mention. Let's go to the assembly process, and you'll see how this performs at the end. Sorry about the mess. My desk is messy, but I like it the way it is. Okay, let me align the holes. So, by the way, I'm using the Antec power supply 750 watt because the SLI, because due to the SLI, I use a lot of power, so I switched it to Antec. Okay. One thing I have to mention, I don't usually do this kind of promotion, but kindly subscribe to my channel, please, and hit a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. I'm new. I'm a bit old for this kind of gigs, but I love computers. I love computers from like 20 years plus. I used to make computers. I have a lot of retro systems. I love to play with them. So I'm making videos after a long time. Let's continue with our process. Let me install the RAM. Wait a minute. Let me get the RAM. Okay, and the signs are there. Sorry, the things I think I'm getting old. I am old, by the way. I think it's not overthinking. I got 2 sticks of DDR2 RAM, and let's hope for this support. These are 11 GB module with same speed, different color, same speed. So let me install them. These are 11 GB, and let's hope for the best. They are installed. Yes, they are online. Okie dokie. Let me install the CPU cooler, and I will be coming back. Okay, the CPU cooler is installed, and let me focus this camera. Sometimes I hate it, mostly. Okay. Where is the power code? Colors. Okay. 8 pin. Let's hope. It's installed. It's on the GPU. Okie dokie. GPU installed. Let me install the hard drive and power connectors. You can see everything is installed. get the hard drive. Okay, sort of ports, let's make some room. This one is done. This one is done as well. Let me connect the ports. Connecting VGA like DVI port. And let me leave the mouse. Because sometimes the mouse doesn't go well with these. My mouse, like this gaming mouse, doesn't go well with these old PCs. Everything is a connect. Let me adjust the camera, and we will be back for the first boot. Okay, so the moment of truth. Let me adjust the camera, and we will go with the first boot. The power is here. Okay, just boot it and shut down. Oh, there is some spark. There was some pop. I don't know what happened, but there was some pop and the system. I have what can I say, that checked each and everything, but there was no indication of some burn. There is definitely some smell. So I cannot find out the main source of the smell. I think it's not the power supply. I hope it's not the power supply. It's not the VGA or GPU. But there is something on the motherboard which popped. Let's see what happens again. There's definitely some short circuiting on the motherboard. There is something definitely wrong. Let me disconnect. And unfortunately it's not booting up. Okay, I think my motherboard is fried. Unfortunately, these are the case with the old motherboards. Let me find the diagnostics and I hope this is all for today. My retro system didn't work, and let me check what can I do. Okay, bye for now, and we will see you in the next one.